If I started drawing in 2025, this is what I would do to make much faster progress. So here's a full blueprint on how to go from beginner to advanced in 3 stages. So basically for every stage I will tell you what you need, what you do. I will also give you actionable steps, mindset and tools that you can use. So if you're new here, I like to draw characters, I like to learn, and I like to share all the stuff that I know with you so you can make more progress and basically learn from my mistakes. So here's the first stage, the beginner. And the main goal of this stage is to build a habit and also discover what you like to actually draw. So when I started drawing, I've made this mistake that I would only practice. I didn't have much fun, and because of that I quickly burned out and basically quit. So don't make this mistake, and it's super important to have fun. But now what you need to actually start drawing, and basically you don't need much. What you need is a pen and paper, okay? And it depends on the medium. Maybe you want to actually go with, you know, paints and stuff. But for digital, what you need is some cheap tablets, okay? My first tablet was for like, I don't know, like 30 bucks, and it was a Huion, like H640P. It was super cheap, but it was too small also. But if you have like a couple of more bucks, you can basically get a little bit larger one. So now you have something to draw on. Now you need to something to draw in. And for digital, basic software like, I don't know, Clip Studio Paint, which is not free, but you can use some free ones like Krita. I've used it a couple of times. But if you want something paid, you can get a Photoshop, you can get, you know, Clip Studio Paint. You can even get like Procreate if you have already an iPad. If you don't, then, you know, in this stage, don't really buy it just because you want to draw. I've made this mistake. So now you need to actually start, okay? You have something to draw, you have something to draw on. So just start doodling, do whatever you want, okay? It's, you know, you need to start. But also in this beginner stage, what is important is to actually know where you want to be. Why are you drawing and stuff? Like, ask yourself a question. Do you want to go pro, okay? Do you actually really like drawing, okay? Or do you just want a hobby, okay? It doesn't really matter. But because you know why are you drawing, now you can make some goals, and goals are pretty important. And I also have a video about that. You need goals to basically know where you're going. And, you know, you need this North Star that guides you. Your North Star can be like, you know, just draw whenever you want, how much you want and stuff. But yeah, if you want to be like more serious, you really like drawing, you want to make cool illustrations, you want to maybe, I don't know, work somewhere, then you need like goals, more big boy goals. So for example, I don't know, like draw 1,000 hours, or I don't know, learn this topic and stuff. Yeah, I have a full video about goals, so you can watch it. And if you want, I can make a new one for this. But basically in the beginning, you don't have to stress about goals, okay? You just need to have fun. And now what you need to do in this stage, and as I said before, it's basically to build a habit, okay? To build a habit of drawing. It's preferable to actually draw every day, but you don't have to, you know, just draw whenever you want in this stage, but try to be consistent nonetheless. I mean, also it doesn't really take much time. 5-10 minutes in this stage is pretty good, okay, every day. Or you can do, I don't know, like every other day, whatever. As I said also before, it's really important to draw what you actually want to draw. Don't draw what everybody else tells you to draw, like them, or I don't know, like their puppy or something. No, don't do that. Draw what you want. If you want to draw anime girls, draw them. If you want to draw cars, draw them. If you want to draw trees or, I don't know, like flowers and stuff, yeah, draw whatever you want. And yeah, draw for fun. If something is not fun, just don't draw it, okay? But it's also really important to experiment with this phase, okay? So, okay, I know you want to draw anime girls, okay, whatever. But try to actually, you know, one day spend, I don't know, like 10 minutes or 30 minutes on drawing, let's say, backgrounds, okay? Or cars, or trees, or whatever. Now, who knows, maybe you'll actually like to draw cars instead of anime girls, or you can draw anime girls in cars, you know, just try to experiment with stuff, okay? Also, you can experiment with mediums. So for example, you can, I don't know, like if you want to be digital artist, you can use sketchbook, you can use like paint and canvases, whatever, okay? Just experiment and see what you like. The next thing to do is actually practice. Yes, in this stage where you want to have fun, you need to practice, okay? And I don't really mean that you need to, like, you know, study anatomy and stuff. No, what you need is just to draw lines, okay? Boxes, simple shapes, okay? Simple 3D shapes, and that's it. Just to get a feeling of pen, of, you know, like control over pen. So actionable steps in this stage can be something like, okay, go on TikTok, look for art challenges and do them. It's fun. Maybe you want a spinning wheel with, let's say, names of your characters or cars or whatever, okay? And you just spin, it's choose something and you draw that, okay? It's pretty fun. You can maybe, I don't know, like do some challenges when you don't use undo. Maybe you want to make a, I don't know, a painting with only one brush, or no eraser or whatever. For this stage, have fun. I cannot stress this enough. Have fun, don't burn out, just, you know, build the passion with art, okay? So yeah, the mindset piece for this is, you know, don't overstress, don't overcomplicate anything, just draw what you like, have fun, and learn with that, okay? Now for tools, what I would actually recommend in this stage is to draw list. I use it every day. It's basically, you know, a list of things you want to draw, okay? It's pretty simple, but sometimes maybe you just don't know what to draw, okay? You just pull out the list, boom. First thing at the top and you draw that. So now the stage 2, the intermediate. So here, the goal of this actually stage is to actually try to learn the topics, learn the skill, okay, and improve it by focusing on fundamentals and, you know, consistent practices. Okay, here what you need is a habit, okay? You've already built it from the last stage, okay? Now you want to draw pretty much every day, at least 10, 20, 30 minutes every day. You also need the, you know, understanding of basics of the control of the pen, okay, of the boxes, 3D shapes and stuff. But also now you know what you actually want to draw. You know what you like to draw, and that's super important because now we basically choose our class, okay? So, you know, in video games, warrior, archer, thief, mage, or whatever. Now you get to choose your class. So maybe it's a character artist that likes to draw anime girls, okay? Let's say that, okay? Or maybe like a artist that likes to draw cars, or I don't know, like pots. So yeah, choose your class and, you know, stick to it. But now also, I don't mean that you need to draw only this, okay? You still can, you know, try to learn other stuff. It's actually super useful, and, you know, it will be a huge bonus for you. Also here you can actually, you know, try to look for a better tablet, okay, a little bit bigger one, okay, maybe even a screen one, okay, it depends. But here what you do in this stage is you need to build a consistency, okay, from before. Now you need to draw every day. If you're serious about it, you won't make any excuses that, yeah, it's hard. I mean, it is hard to draw every day, okay? I don't do that always, but if you want, you know, improve, if you're not really a hobbyist, you are more serious about it, yeah, draw every day, try to. Now, what it does is gives you consistency and gives you momentum, okay? And you need that in art. So yeah, next thing that you need to do always is to use reference, okay? Never draw without reference, okay? You're not like a god artist, I'm not. And, you know, I see the huge difference whenever I draw with reference and whenever I don't draw with reference, okay? I see that my drawings are pretty garbage, okay? With no reference. And yeah, and I don't know everything, and you also don't know everything, okay? Even pros don't know everything, okay? They still use references. Then the next thing is learn fundamentals, okay? You need to have a basic knowledge about fundamentals in this stage, okay? So practice them. And what are the fundamentals? So the fundamentals are anatomy, gesture, perspective, form and structure, light and shadow, colors, design, composition. Yeah, these are like 8. I would say actually like the draftsmanship and, you know, the lines and stuff. Yeah, it's also a fundamental, I guess, like the line art and yeah. So you can also improve that. So what I would say in this stage is, okay, so make a list of the priority for you. Okay, maybe you are an environment artist, okay, so you will have, you know, like composition, colors, like this topics up top, okay? Maybe you're a character artist, so gesture, anatomy, okay, like design, this would be at top for you. So think of the, you know, the priorities for you, and now make a simple, you know, like a plan schedule. And what I recommend and what I do is I basically break, you know, the fundamentals. So let's say you want to draw anatomy. Okay, you want to learn anatomy. What I would do is, okay, I want to learn about faces, but now I want to break those things even smaller. So faces, but yeah, I will for a week, I will learn, you know, about eyes, how to draw eyes, then lips, nose, hair, face shape, okay? And I'll do that, you know, maybe it will take me like a month or two, but for every week I want to learn something else, because you can do this daily, okay? For one day you want to improve your faces, then eyes, lips and stuff, but you know, it's better to, you know, take more time with it, okay? So you can actually do more studies and stuff. Yeah, that's what I recommend, at least. So now the next thing is learn from others, okay? Obviously you don't know everything, okay? And also don't really, you know, mindlessly consume every piece of content that you see in the internet, okay? Just watch a couple of YouTubers that you can learn from, okay? For me, it's Proco, Marco Bucci, Mark Brunet, Sam Does Art, you know, Sakimi-chan and Rose Draws, okay? Ethan Becker, like I watch also Adam Duff, you know, like these are, you know, people that you can learn from, and it's for free, so, you know, just take it. Now the next thing is analyze your drawings monthly, okay? So here what I like to do is I like to have all my drawings in a place where I can see them, okay, and compare them, okay. So every month at the end or at the beginning, whatever, in the middle, okay, just set time for it. I look at my drawings and I try to, see the mistakes that I did. I try to analyze actually my drawings, okay, and see if I'm actually improving. If not, I need to, think of the things that I can do to actually improve. Maybe I'm not doing studies enough, or, I don't really practice, I don't draw or whatever. Just analyze your work and try to improve it. Actionable step for this stage is to plan your studies, okay, your learning, your practices, okay. As I said before, break it to like 1 or 2 months, okay, and try to learn every week something else, okay. So lips, hair, okay, maybe it's environment artist, okay, so maybe learn thumbnail sketches, perspective, okay, like maybe colors, shapes and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. And if you want, you can in comments actually tell me if you actually want a video when I would tell what you actually need to learn in, let's say, environment artists or in like character artists. So if you think it would be helpful, just let me know in the comments. But here you actually face some setbacks, some like hard times, okay, because here you want to improve, you want to get better, okay. But okay, at least for me it was, I still wanted to become better, improve, but I saw my drawings and I was thinking that they're pretty garbage, okay, they suck. But you need this, you need to be grateful for this, okay, you need this to know that you can improve and you can improve, okay. Just think for a bit what sucks and improve it, okay. And let's imagine now that you just make a drawing, okay, and you think it's perfect, like next month you still think it's perfect, okay, you won't really improve. You don't know what to improve. You also don't have anything to improve because you think your work is perfect. So yeah, you need to think your work sucks, and I do this also. But also a good tip actually is to, don't really look at your drawings day by day. Just compare them on a, larger amount of time. So for example, monthly, yearly, okay? I've realized that, I see my one drawing from a year ago and from a couple of days ago. And, it gives me a huge motivation, and I know that even though it sucks now, in 1 year it will be much better. So yeah, just wait and practice. Now here the tools are actually larger. So what I recommend here is use tools like habit tracker, okay. So make a list of habits that you want to track and check them every day. It will help you be consistent, okay. So you can make a habit that you want to draw every day, you want to practice every day, maybe you want to read books every day. Boom, check it if you did it. Now the next one is gesture search. I use it to practice, okay. It basically, you pick a folder with references, okay, you set time and how many references you want to go through, you press start and it cycles through them, okay. You can practice everything with it. Now PureRef, I use it for references. It's basically a window that you can put your references, okay. It always stays on top, pretty useful. Now Pinterest is the place that I get my references from, also ArtStation. But Pinterest, there is a lot of AI, so you gotta be careful. Now another place for references is Sketchfab. There is a lot of 3D models that you can use as a reference. Now here's the advanced stage, okay. And here basically the goal of this stage is to you got your skills, okay. Now you want to improve them more, okay. So basically pros, they don't really have every fundamental at a master level. They have a couple of them, like maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and that's enough, okay. You just need to have a good understanding of other fundamentals, but now you need to master one at least. So here what you need is basic, good understanding of fundamentals from previous stage. So basically in this stage, you want to seek mistakes that you do, okay? Some things that are actually bad. And now, in this stage, if you think your drawings sucks, now it's good because you know what to improve. Although you don't always know, but you'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, I recommend, every drawing, every practice, every study, you take notes of things that you like, okay, but also you don't like or you think you can make better, or you need to improve, okay, and actually improve them. And actually, like next day or even same day, try to improve it. Now the next one is to seek feedback, okay. What you can do is basically you can go on Discords or whatever, like an art community, okay, just send drawing, yo, what can I improve in this topic, okay, like yeah, that can be useful, that will be useful, because okay, you get used to your drawing, okay, you get used to the mistakes, you forget about them, you don't really see them, okay. Maybe you lack skill, maybe you lack the vision, okay, and other people have fresh pair of eyes, so they can spot mistakes that you don't, okay. So yeah, it's important. Now here, learn from others again, okay, use the YouTubers and stuff, but now you can also buy books. That's what I do. You can buy tutorials. That's what I do. You can buy courses. That's what I do. It basically saves you time, okay? You can either spend like, I don't know, like 10, 20, 50 bucks on something, okay? And save like a year, 2 or 3. Or you can just, you know, try to figure it out on your own, which you can, but it will just take your time. So here you just gotta think, okay? You can still use all those free things, or you can just buy books, courses, and stuff. You don't really waste time, okay? But you can still, you know, like buy a book, buy a course, and still don't really learn anything from that, because even though you bought it, it doesn't mean that, you know, you magically have this knowledge. You gotta practice it, you gotta actually study that. So the next one is analyze your drawings and art. The previous one was monthly. Now try to do this weekly, maybe even daily, okay? So try spot the mistakes again. Try to improve them, like make a list of mistakes, maybe a to-do list that, you know, have all the things that you need to learn, okay? Yeah, it's pretty useful. And also in this stage, you will build an art style, okay? And what I mean by build, okay? You don't really magically get it, okay? You basically choose it. And for me, it's basically like this, okay? Make a list of artists that you'll really like, okay? It can be like from 3 to 5, okay? If you, I don't know, if you take the stuff that you like from one artist, it's now stealing and copying. But if you take from 3 or 5, it's your own style. Like you can even make a folder, take screenshot or whatever, okay, of their work. And now you need to think of the stuff that you actually like. Maybe it's the way this artist draws lips. Maybe this artist draws clothes. So now study, trace, copy, you know, practice all the stuff that you like from other artists to make it your own, okay? But now you won't be really stealing, because still you'll put your, you know, your own magic. You can really copy it one-to-one. But if you do this enough times, maybe here you steal an eye, your hair, clothes and stuff, now you have your own art style. So yeah, here actionable steps are: make a list of artists that you like and copy them, okay? Make a list of courses, tutorials, books that you want to get, and also constantly, you know, take notes of the stuff that you can improve and improve them, okay? So here the tools are, you can basically get like a figures of anatomy. Here you can also like get a good tablet, but you don't really need it, although you can get it. But basically, like, pro artists still use, you know, the basic screenless tablet, okay? And you can still do the work. But also in this, I recommend like doing, you know, time tracking stuff, and that's what I do. I track to how many hours a day I'm drawing. You can also choose like apps that, you know, basically, you know, limit the distractions, maybe from YouTube, from other stuff. Yeah, that now you can just draw and don't really get distracted. So yeah, you can basically go from beginner to advanced in this, you know, step, and it will take time, okay? It can take 1 year, you know, maybe this year, okay? And maybe it will take like 2 or 3 years, okay? It depends on how much work you put in and how bad you want it. Basically, like, doing this stuff will, I mean, there is no way you ain't making progress, okay, bro? And now if you want, you can get my free brushes on Patreon. I'll be making a course on how to draw faces next month, so you can also, you know, wait for that. But yeah, if you enjoyed this, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. So yeah, bye.